Well, summer is a great time to clean out the garage or any other spaces in your home that are collecting junk. Dave Moss is here from Just Junk in Kitchener. So Dave, your job is to pick up people's clutter and get it out of there for them.
Yeah, essentially what we do is we help the homeowners or business people clear up and free up space.
Okay, well, a lot of us could use that for sure, but a lot of people have a hard time parting with stuff, even though to the rest of us it looks like just junk.
It is. You know, what it comes down to is everybody wants to have their garage back, their basement back, to make it functional and usable space again. So what we do is we offer a service where we can come in and do all the lifting, loading, and hauling away for you. A lot of our customers are concerned with the fact that they don't want it ultimately going into landfill. So we take the necessary steps of trying to recycle, donate, and essentially minimize what we're disposing of.
Okay, we're looking at a collection of things you've brought in. So these are things you've picked up over the years?
Yeah, we certainly, most of the stuff that we find is stuff that needs a second home or life, but these are some of the more unique pieces that we kind of come across. Most of them, much to my wife's chagrin, end up in my office as office pieces. But there are some neat pieces locally and across the board.
Well, pick out some of your favorites and tell us about them.
Well, locally, this is a neat piece. This is from the Lion Brewery from the Hoother Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
From Berlin, so it's embossed with Berlin on it. So kind of a neat piece. This trike was actually built in Waterloo. And, you know, with our strong industrial and manufacturing background, it's kind of neat to come across an old piece like that.
Right.
Yeah, we see a little bit of everything.
What is that?
This is actually a practice bomb, as it says on it. It gave us a bit of a scare. It fell out of a filing cabinet as we were carrying it down the stairs.
Oh, it's heavy too.
It is.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. It fell out as you were picking it up.
Yeah, and when you see a device like that fall out, you take a step back quite quickly. When we saw the word practice, we knew it was okay.
There's a trombone here.
We see all sorts of musical instruments, sports equipment, new and old, and so on. With the likes of the sports equipment, there's lots of donation centers that love that. It draws a crowd for that sort of stuff. We're able to donate furniture, clothing, you name it. We can try to get it in other people's hands.
Okay, so what do you recommend then if somebody, say like me, the garage is full of stuff, I don't even know where to begin?
Well, unfortunately, we don't want to start talking about getting our car back inside for winter time, but it's going to be upon us before we know it. What the easiest way to do it is to be able to go out and even mark or earmark the things that you want removed. There's stuff that you're going to want to keep that go into storage, and the other stuff is stuff you want to have removed.
Right.
So it's just very simply to categorize it. This is going, and then this is staying.
Okay.
For us, we will then take the going pile and separate it down even further into recyclables, donatables, and then ultimately garbage.
Well, that takes the heavy lifting out of it for sure. So tell me, here's another neat piece. Look at this old newspaper.
Well, that's from Toronto, obviously, from the One Giant Leap for Mankind, so the moon landing newspaper. So
when you find things like that, that must be pretty cool.
It is pretty neat. You know, the value to something like that is it's quite beaten in the whole bit. It's more of a conversation piece and a neat piece to have. You know, just to stumble across that stuff, it's always a bit of a treasure hunt, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you find things where you say to the homeowner, you know, this is pretty valuable, maybe you should hang on to this?
Yeah, we do. We had a situation actually locally where we stumbled across, we were carrying out a bureau or a dresser and taking it to Habitat for Humanity. And when we were offloading it there, something rattled in the drawer. We thought the homeowner had checked it. We opened it up and it was exactly a bag of war medals.
Wow.
With that being said, we turned around and returned it to the homeowner, but it was his grandfather's and father's war medals. Nice. So things like that, we make sure that we get back into the proper hands.
For sure, for sure. So we have to talk about the puffer fish down here. That caught my eye right away.
Definitely, that was a unique one. And if you actually touch the quills on it or whatever they're called, the spikes, they're quite sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That, along with the alligator, would be they would have been souvenirs from an overseas trip.
Right.
Quite old or older, but yeah, it's kind of neat.
And so when people call you up, do you have like different size bins and trucks that you bring? Because you must come across people who have tons of stuff.
Yeah, and that's a good question, because essentially our service, we can take an old couch from the basement right through to entire house cleanouts. So we have a single truck, or we have a single size truck. We have multiple of them, but we can handle large jobs or small jobs. And what we do is we come prepared to do the work. We offer upfront estimates, and our two guys are fully uniformed, fully insured, and we come and do all the work for you.
Thanks. Well, it sounds like a good thing. I know a lot of people who can use some junk cleared away. But definitely have a look through it and see if you have any of these neat treasures first.
You never know what you'll find.
Thanks for bringing in your collection for us, Dave.
Terrific. Thank you for your time.